like looking at the skies around us. I'm looking back to my left here. I have no idea what direction that is, but it's left. It's left. It's left. Good. I knew that much. That's west. Okay, thanks. Folks, I'm lost. But the point I was going to make is the sky's getting pretty clear back that way, so I think it's just a short-term temporary here. Checking the pit.
Well, Mike, this is Rich Burgess, who is the crew chief from Mike Skinner. You're just talking with the NASCAR officials about the track conditions. What's Mike saying to you?
He said it's starting to get slick right now, but he'd like to try to get some laps in if he can, you know, just hoping if the rainstorm will blow by.
A bit of a hard compound we're running here this weekend in Portland. Difficult is it for you guys to build up the heat?
For the first couple laps, you know, it's a little difficult. He's got to be real careful, you know, you don't get loose and all, get on the throttle too hard. But once it gets some heat generated in the tires, they seem to be hooking up pretty good right now.
How about the shocks as well? I saw a lot of the crews bouncing up and down on the truck before qualifying, trying to loosen those up as well.
Yeah, I think they're trying to build some heat up in the shock oil, you know, try to get in the work. It's a real bumpy racetrack. You get the shocks to work, you know. So it was good in practice, you know. We had to really change a lot of shocks and stuff to get the truck working since it's so bumpy.
We're going racing next time by. Mike Skinner called in. He said, hey, let's go. I want to race.
Yeah, there's nothing a race driver likes better than cold weather, hard tires, and wet pavement.
Well, oftentimes you hear the leader saying, oh, it's raining, we can't go. And the guy in second place is saying, it's dry, come on, come on. Let's get at it.
Particularly near the halfway point.
Mike Skinner has led every lap so far. Main truck's in. Ron Hornaday in second, Joe Rushman is third, Toby Butler fourth, Jack Sprague is fifth, Bill Sedgwick is in sixth place, and Bob Keselowski seventh. Butch Miller is eighth. Go back to green.
We saw Poncho Carter turn his truck a little sideways down that restart, so it is a little wet down there.
Pretty dry up in 1 and 2.
Yeah, no problem there.
P.J. Jones has to come from the back of the pack. He brought out that last caution as we watch the leader. There's your front three. Chevy, Ford, Skinner, Hornaday, and Ruttman.
Followed not too far away by Toby Butler and another Ford, so two Chevy, two Fords in the top four. See, Skinner, he doesn't seem to be having any problems there down in turns 3 and 4. He comes off the 4 real low. Truck looking real good.
Back to turn 3. 24 laps have been completed.
Taking a look at Poncho Carter there in the number 99. He is a lap down. He lost a lap when he spun up here in turn 4. He saw him go off in the grass. They had to push him off there.
Here's Bill Sedgwick coming up trying to make the move on Jack Sprague.
Those trucks, 31 is Sprague, 75 Sedgwick. They're running 5th and 6th right now. Sedgwick trying to move into that top 5.
Had the inside on him coming off turn number 4. Sedgwick did last time by. Let's see if he tries that move again. He does. Keeps the truck low. Just can't pull alongside.
I tell you, Sprague's truck is hooked up pretty good up in that upper groove coming off of turn 4. I've seen a lot of guys, but see how high Sprague goes in the corner there. He keeps doing that, Sedgwick will get under. Sedgwick is a lot of laps around this racetrack, and he knows eventually that the truck will go away on Jack Sprague running in that upper groove.
Sedgwick very smooth. You might call him the West Coast answer to Terry Labonte. Very smooth, very calm racer.
Second in the points, running 6th right now.
There you get a good look at Sedgwick on the screen. Truly one of the nicest guys in all of racing, not just on the West Coast. Tremendously nice guy.
West champion. Driving for the Spears organization. Now pulls right up. Now underneath Sprague once again. Nothing there.
Just about. I think he's going to be able to make the pass. He's got the thing sticking. You see him right against the grass on the bottom there. Sprague knows that he has the preferred line, and he just simply lets him go.
And the Motorsports Designs truck with Sprague drops to 6th. Sedgwick up to 5th place.
Well, I tell you, it's been fun to watch the emergence of Sedgwick. He has been very, very consistent.
Sedgwick out of Acton, California. Dan Press is his crew chief. He's worked with Ron Hornaday. Here's a look at Jeff Bodine, who flew up from Sears Point.
Got no practice.
Nope, he's qualified 11th for the Winston Cup race Sunday. Came up here to run his truck. Dave Rezendes, former modified and Busch driver, is the crew chief and qualified it. And right behind him, P.J. Jones, who's fighting up from the back of the pack. And the Sears Diehard Chevrolet.
down the backstretch into turn 3 there. PJ making his way back to the front. Get a good look at the field there entering turn 1.
Unofficially, that battle's for 17th place. Look at this pack as they get underneath Kerry Teague and the Jim Rosenblum Chevy.
Kerry got a little out of shape there in the middle of 1 and 2, and Bodine wasted no time sticking his nose right up under him. PJ following suit.
All it takes.
You just don't realize how flat that turn is off of turn 4 till you walk out there on that racetrack and see how the trucks lean over. You can really get a good look at it there as they go into turn 1. This place is flat. Reminds me a lot of Martinsville, except the turns are longer or wider. Anyway, shorter. The straightaways are a little shorter as opposed to the shortaways being a little straighter.
The shortaways?
Yeah, that's what I started to say.
That's what I thought. Folks, the boys from North Carolina, don't hold it against them.
What can I say?
Here's Wayne Jacks trying to make the move on PJ. He just got underneath Kerry Teague. And I love North Carolina, so keep those cards and letters.
I like calling North Carolina home.
A little bit of bump and run here.
Yeah, you can see how everybody right down on the bottom in that groove. You get a good look at the 24, the multicolored truck there, Scott Lagacy. As Mike said, had one of the quickest trucks. Put a little love tap on Bob Strait there, number 37. You see Jeff Bodine in the black and pink number 7 coming up right up under him. Won't be long till Jeff makes a move on these two guys.
Here's Lagacy. He's got a little room, and he's going to have to use a little bumper there.
Good battle going on right there. Scott bound the truck up just a little bit, getting off the corner. Allowed Strait to pull away.
Lagacy's got to be a little careful because there's Jeff Bodine breathing right down his tailgate. Here's Ralph.
Scott told me this truck has more horsepower than the one that is now sitting on the trailer, but it's the chassis setup that he's most concerned about. They can dial in the same chassis, but they've never run these two trucks back-to-back on the same racetrack, so they don't know if this truck will react to the same setup. Horsepower is not such a big factor here at Portland.
Boy, Jerry Glanville just took a block from, was it Rick Corelli?
Rick Corelli, yeah. Corelli was trying to get under me. And he just about got to the corner. I don't even think Glanville knew he was there, but Corelli clobbered him pretty good. Fortunately, hitting flush on the side didn't get him out of shape.
Just a little bump and run. Turn to page 27 in your playbook. 37 laps complete. Mike Skinner's the leader. Ron Hornaday's in second as you ride with Rick Corelli. That's the Target Expediting 4 to Bob Strait right behind. In third is Joe Ruttman in fourth. Continues to ride Toby Butler. We'll be right back. Caution is out at lap 42 for a bump and spin at turn number 4. Let's show you what happened here.
See Dennis Woolridge there on the outside of the number 10. Rick Corelli in number 6 tries to get under him, simply ran out of room. Boy, Rick gave him a pretty good pop there, didn't he? Now watch Woolridge. He does a great job here, right in front of Scott Lagacy in the DuPont truck. Look at Woolridge. Locked it down, turned it around, kept right on going, lost 1, 2, 3, 4 positions is all he lost.
And the caution out at lap 43. Watch, you base, well, this has already happened here.
This is Corelli saying, whoops, I've hit you. Let me push you out of the way now so nobody else does.
But Corelli was all the way down at the left wheels, just about at the grass. Couldn't have gotten any lower on the racetrack.
Good evasive move down on the bottom down there by P.J. Jones in the number 1 truck.
And there's a look at the number 10 of Woolridge. Late Model Sportsman champion at El Cajon Speedway.
Slightly rearranged sheet metal on the left side there.
Slightly. All right, we're 45 laps in. We're getting a little bit of dampness coming down. Let's check with Ralph.
Doug Richards, the crew chief for Ron Hornaday. I hear things are not right with your suspension. What's up?
Well, it just happened all of a sudden there, and I think we might have had either a right rear shock broke or you know, something happened to it. So we're going to try to, you know, baby this Papa John's Pizza Chevrolet hopefully to halfway so we can, you know, take a look and see what's wrong.
So that means the truck is wallowing around on him?
Yeah, when he goes, there's some bad bumps going into one here, and it's really upsetting and trying to chatter the rear tires right now. So we're just going to have to try to baby it.
Bumpy racetrack and a wet surface. This is a good night to see how good of a driver Ron Hornaday is.
Wonder what kind of topping they'll put on it at halfway.
I had noticed that Hornaday had started to back up a little bit. Skinner had really started to put some distance on him, as you see the number 16 Papa John's truck.
Ralph, if we stay under caution, I'd like to know from Joe Ruttman's team if Ruttman felt that Hornaday was holding him up, because they had kind of lost touch with leader Mike Skinner, and Ruttman was all over Hornaday at the time of the caution flag. Coming up on the 50-lap mark, Mike Skinner leads. Ron Hornaday, Joe Ruttman, Toby Butler, and Bill Sedgwick. We'll be right back. At Portland for the restart, Mike Skinner checks out. You see the battles right behind him for second. Ron Hornaday in the Chevy trying to hold off Joe Ruttman's Ford as we hit the 50-lap mark here at Portland, Oregon. A little bit slippery coming off that corner.
Yeah, and that shock problem with Hornaday is really affecting his truck, more so coming off the corner than getting in. The truck really pushes out wide on the racetrack. That's the reason Ruttman's able to make that challenge down low.
Battle for second place, the Papa John's Pizza Chevy and the Coke Ford, owned by Mark Simo and Ernie Irvin.
Looks like Ruttman dropped back in the 84 truck there just a little bit to let Hornaday know, hey, I can catch you anytime. Give me a shot at it. Let me go.
Let's get the word from his pit. Ralph?
Well, Sammy Houston is his crew chief. Sammy, is he held up by Hornaday right now?
Yeah, I think Ron's got a shock or something broken. We're a little bit faster right now, and because of the weather and all, we'd like to get up to the front. See, you know, we don't know if we're going to run a 100-lap race today or a 200-lap race, but we definitely need to get by him, and he's hurting us a little bit. But
where's his best chance to get him right now?
Really need to get him coming off the corners. He's, you know, the best place to pass here. Tight. Not easy.
Hornaday in second. Ruttman is third. Hornaday's on the pole for tomorrow's NASCAR Featherlight Southwest Tour race at Sears Point. Here's Ruttman on the bottom. He's got the room this time.
Oh, he does. He made a nice move off the corner there, and that time Hornaday just rolled out of the throttle a little bit and let him go. Let's see if Ruttman's able to, he already started. You look at Ron's truck kick way out to the wall there. See if Ruttman in the 84 truck can now make a move on Skinner. Skinner was able to put a lot of daylight between himself and the second place truck.
He's got a ways to go to catch Skinner, who was checked out by half a straightaway after the restart while these two battle for second. Here's the yellow Ortho truck from Toby Butler moving up, and P.J. Jones in the Die-Hard Chevy. That truck was almost flat sideways down in turn one a lap ago. You see how rough the surface is here as he bounces around and into Rick Corelli. Hello.
Corelli giving us some great shots there so far. Yeah, PJ's truck looks to be a little bit loose getting off the corners, and it gives Corelli a chance to move up under him. Of course, I think PJ might have bumped Corelli a little bit when he got by him, too, so that might have just been a little tap to say, hey, guys, don't do that to me.
PJ said this afternoon his brother Page has been moved out of the Daniel Freeman Care Center and into a rehabilitation hospital just a couple of blocks from their home, and continues to improve. He is beginning to regain the use of his vocal cords and speech. And PJ says you couldn't print some of what comes out, he says, but he's definitely coming along.
I talked to their father, Parnelli Jones, when we were out in Saugus, California, a couple weeks ago, and he said that progress is being made. It's slow, but yet it is being made. Look at Scott Lagacy there. Got a little bit of rear end damage to the truck. Just saw Jeff Bodine go by him. Again, that is the backup truck for Scott. Kerry Teagan, the 51 behind him there, trying to make a move on Scott as well.
And now you're with Rick Corelli once again, the Total Petroleum Chevy, trying to gain some ground on P.J. Jones, but now as Jones gets held in the corner, you see that distance closes right up. Off turn 4. They're pulling up on Sammy Swindell in the channel lock Ford. Up front, lapping Jerry Churchill's Ford, Joe Ruttman has caught Mike Skinner.
Well, he wasted no time. We wondered if he would be able to. Ruttman is fast right now. I thought that Skinner was by far and away the fastest truck in the field, but it